This is a model from the oldest technical book on origami, and today I'm going to show you how to fold it. This book was published in 1797 by a Japanese monk named Gido. It's called Hidden Senbazuru Orikata, or The Secret of Folding 1000 Cranes. As you can see, all of them are just traditional paper cranes, except that, they're connected. Now there is cutting involved in these designs, but they are technically made from one piece of paper. The technique is called renzuru in Japanese, or conjoined cranes. And I'm also going to show you how to do this at the end with your own models. This is the crane that I'm going to show you how to fold in this video. It has a big one and then a little one on the end of the tail. And the reason I chose this one is because it works perfect with regular printer paper. So first we're going to make a square. Then we're going to fold back on this line. And for this model, we're going to need two squares. So for the bigger crane, we're going to use a big square, and for the smaller one, we're going to need a smaller square. So we have our big square. And now in the corner, we're going to do a similar thing and fold this down. All right, now we need to mark this square. And this is where the scissors comes in. Cut along this line and this one. Now this is the tricky part. We're also going to cut along here, but don't go all the way to the end. And you have to be kind of careful. So go pretty close, but not all the way. This is about good. Now basically we just start folding our crane. When you're doing these folds, just take a little extra care. This piece could rip off on the end, but it's not too bad if you're just being careful. Some people might think that this is not origami as it involves cutting, but the requirements of using only one square of paper without cutting or gluing is actually more of a modern idea. After you make the preliminary base, you need to make sure that the little square is on one of the side flaps and not on the front. So right now it's on the front. There, we put it to the side. So now that just makes sure that it's going to be on the tail instead of the wings. While I'm folding this, here's some more facts about the history of origami. Now, I did say earlier in this video that this was from the oldest book on origami. There's actually one that's slightly older, but that one doesn't really have any complex models or techniques. It's more of just ceremonial origami and for wrapping things. And it also teaches untying knots, which there is going to be some pictures from that book at the end of this video. When this book was written, origami was actually called orikata, which means folding shapes, instead of origami, which means folding paper. So I just finished the bird base now, and we just have this little square on the end. So again, it should be on the bottom and not on one of the wings. So now we're gonna thin the legs and the head. I mean the head and the tail. Now, because I can't read Japanese, I don't know if this is the correct way to fold this. I noticed it did have some other lines that I didn't fold. It still makes the same model, I'm pretty sure, so now we just finished the first crane, and we have to do the whole thing again on this little one. Except this one's going to be a bit harder because, well, we have this giant crane attached to it, and it's smaller. And I also recently just hit 300 subscribers, so I just wanted to thank you guys for that. If you haven't subscribed yet, you can subscribe if you want. Now we just finished folding the small crane, and it's facing the wrong direction, but all we need to do is fold it the other way. And there you go. This is from the oldest technical book on origami ever. Here's the other one I made earlier. And this one's about to fall off, so. Here's an example of how you can use this Renzuru technique on your own models. I tried to design this eagle holding a fish, and it's pretty bad, but hopefully you get the idea. Here's the other book that I was talking about earlier. That's actually older, but as you can see, it's more like decorative things. Don't forget to like and subscribe.